stunning admission from President Obama's State Department. It now says it deliberately edited out several minutes of vital footage from a 2013 briefing after it first called it a glitch.
We learned that there was a deliberate request, that this wasn't a technical glitch, this was a deliberate request to excise video. And as I said, I said it this morning to the staff, I don't find that to be an appropriate step to take.
Oh, really? But there's no investigation because everyone forgot who made the call and told everyone what to edit. That footage, which has since been restored, shows the State Department spokesperson Jen Psaki acknowledging to Fox News' James Rosen that the administration misled the press over the Iran nuclear deal.
Is it the policy of the State Department where the preservation of the secrecy of secret negotiations is concerned to lie in order to achieve that goal?
James, I think there are times where diplomacy needs privacy in order to progress. This is a good example of that.
Really? That was edited out. Here to react, Fox News contributor Rick Grenell, a former spokesperson and advisor to 4 U.S. ambassadors and an ambassador to the United Nations. So, all right, Rick, your reaction to this?
Look, first of all, I'm frustrated because as someone who's been a spokesman for 20-plus years, spokespeople do not lie. And if they are lying, they should be forced out of their job. That's not what they're designed to do to the American people. Look, Admiral Kirby may be a very nice guy. I know a lot of my liberal friends keep telling me he's a really nice guy, but there's a cover-up going on right now. You don't get to just say that a violation of the Federal Records Act is a done deal. Oh, we're already done and forget it. We were moving on. That's not what happens. This is about credibility of government. And I'm frustrated because what's happening at the State Department over the last 8 years has been a complete takeover of the political types. This would never be allowed to happen in a Republican administration. The Foreign Service Association would go crazy. They've allowed this to happen because they're innately liberal. They're allowing political types to come over and lead the State Department, and we're seeing the disastrous results.
And you pointed out that these are 2 presidential candidates who became Secretary of State, and they replaced Condoleezza Rice and Colin Powell, who are now politicians.
Right. The Democrats have appointed 2 secretaries of state that were former presidential candidates. Look what President Bush did. He had subject matter experts as secretaries of state. You have people that are qualified. Yes, they're Republican or yes, they're conservative, but they're actually experts.
Now, this is what Jen Psaki said. She said this: I had no knowledge, nor would I have approved of any form of editing or cutting my briefing transcript of any subject while at the State Department. She tweeted that out. Do you believe her?
No, there's no way that I believe her, because she either instructed someone to do it or she approved it, because that's what the spokesman does. The spokesman is in charge of the transcripts. We have to make these determinations all the time whether or not something is inaudible, for instance, in a question. How do you write that? What do you put on the title? How fast do you put out a transcript? This is the job of the spokesman and their team.
And Rick, possibly the most vital question. If you wanted to find out who made the call to the editor to edit that out, could you do it? Do you know, isn't it a finite number of people that could have made that call?
Well, yes, and Admiral Kirby, the reason why he came out is because there's a lot of people at the State Department in the press office that have been talking about this issue. He was forced to do it because it's about to be leaked out. I've been talking to people there at the State Department, and more is coming out. People who work there, civil servants and Foreign Service officers, will start talking about other instances where the political types have been taking information and editing it inappropriately.
And just so you know, not only is this inappropriate, it involves the Iranian deal, one of the most controversial deals ever cut between an enemy government, especially, and the U.S. We're still not sure what's in it, and now we find out there were deceptions leading up to the negotiation.